Coyle, can I talk to you about something?
Sure, come on in.
So I got a snap from one of my friends, and it's kind of weird, you know? Like,
What's it say?
I don't know what to make of it. Can
Okay.
you take a look?
Sure. Oh, okay. Do you know, did he send this to a lot of people or just to you?
I don't know. I think maybe just me.
Okay, okay. Well, I want to talk to his counselor and make sure that she's available and just let her know, because this is concerning. You did the right thing, but it's important that you come in. I'm not going to tell her who gave me the information just to protect your name and keep you out of it, but if you're the only person he sent it to, chances are he might figure it out. But that's okay, because he's asking for help, and you're doing the right thing by letting us know. If you hear anything else, if you want to come down, that's fine. If you want to come back down later and talk about it, we can do that too. But right now, I think I should let Mrs. Berg know, just so she can start what she needs to do to help this young man. Okay?
All right. Thanks,
All
Coyle.
right, you bet. Thanks.
Hey, Julie.
Amber?
Bring this to your attention. Came across it as I was grading papers, and it's a little concerning.
Oh gosh, yeah, that is concerning. Have you noticed any different behavior in the classroom?
No, not really.
Okay.
This is the first thing.
Okay, thank you. I will pull him right away. Talk to him about it.
Hey, Julie.
Barbie?
Hey, you have a minute?
Yeah.
Hey, say one of my students just came down and was talking to me. He got a text from Ethan.
Okay.
I think it was a snap
Okay.
that he sent, and he just said some concerning information that he might want to harm himself. So
Okay.
I just wanted to let you know.
Good. That's good to know. I was just pulling up his schedule. I'm gonna go get him because there was another teacher that came down with the same concern.
Okay.
So would you do me a favor and let the rest of student services know in case they have students
Sure.
that are affected, and
Yeah.
then send a quick note to admin while
Yeah.
I go get the student?
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you, Ethan, for coming down and agreeing to visit with me. How are you doing today?
I'm fine.
Doing fine? Okay. That's good. I'm glad you're doing fine. I did want to visit with you about something that was brought to my attention, something that you turned in your art class. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, I just drew a picture.
Okay. It was a pretty specific picture, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell me what or why you would draw that?
I've just been feeling down more lately.
Okay. There was also a student that came in out of concern about a snap that they saw. Did you snap something out too that was?
Yeah, I snapped a picture of my drawing to one of my friends.
Okay. So at that time, that's how you were feeling, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes I just, yeah.
Do you feel like hurting yourself right now?
Yeah, I mean, like, I've had thoughts today.
Okay. How often have you thought this way before, not just today?
Yeah, like, it's always, like, in my head. And it's gotten better, but, like, as of late, but I don't know.
Okay.
It's just been up and down, I guess.
Okay. So on a scale of 1 to 10, where do you think you're at today, with 1 being, feeling pretty good and 10 being not so good?
I'm probably at an 8.
Okay. That's pretty high. I think that's pretty high.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a plan as to how you would hurt yourself or what you would do?
The plan that I once had, like, my mom took, like, it away,
Okay.
if that makes sense. Like, the last time I was in the hospital, I was gonna, like, shoot myself, but since my, like, mom and dad have, like, locked up the guns and I don't know where they're at.
Okay. How long ago was that incident?
Like this summer, like around the summertime.
Okay.
We weren't in school.
And those guns are still locked up? You don't have any access to any weapons?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I mean, not that I've gone looking or anything, but I haven't. Where they usually were, I haven't seen them.
Okay. All right. So I know that you have had some past hospitalizations,
Mm-hmm.
you know, for some depression. Are you currently taking any medication?
See, that's the thing. Like, I was taking them, and then I was feeling good. So then I just stopped taking them. And it's probably been like, I don't know, like 2 weeks since I've taken my meds.
Okay. Okay. That could definitely be part of the reason. It sounds like you think the meds were helping you. And so that's why you quit taking them, because you thought, I'm better, I don't need them anymore.
Yeah.
That kind of thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, my mom still thinks I'm taking my meds,
Oh,
and she gives them to me every morning, but
okay.
yeah. And it's just like, I just don't want to sometimes just take them, you know?
Okay.
Like, I don't know.
Just kind of like a little bit of, I can do it if I want, or if I don't want to.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Are you using any drugs or alcohol?
No, not really. Like, I really don't hang out with a lot of people. Like, I kind of just keep to myself and just game and
Okay.
stuff like that. So, no.
So I know there's been, you know, the past issue before this last summer that you talked about.
Mm-hmm.
Are your parents aware of? They're not aware that you're not taking your meds. So they still think that you're taking your meds, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're feeling today, like a scale of 1 to 10, you're feeling like an 8. So I'm uncomfortable with that. I'm not comfortable with you being alone. The next step for me would be, we need to contact your parents.
I'd be so pissed. But yeah, I get it.
Hi,
Hi
thank
there.
you so much for coming in. I
Yes.
really appreciate it. So, as we discussed over the phone, there's obviously, we're concerned with Ethan and his mental health and kind of where he's at with that. So, just to kind of recap what we talked about, Ethan and I talked about, and he said he's okay with me sharing this with you. He's currently not been taking his medication for the last 2 weeks. So obviously that's a concern. He had made a picture in one of his classes with his birth date and then his day of death on a tombstone. And then also he did snap something out to one of his friends. So we have a few options. Has he seen his doctor recently about the medication?
Probably a month and a half ago, I suppose.
Okay, so I don't know, you know, if you would want to call and set up another time to visit with his doctor, or if he needs to go to the ER for a psych eval. Those are things that we might suggest for you.
Yeah, I think my wife and I need to make sure he's taking his medication, so we need to start supervising that every morning. We just kind of thought he was doing that, but it sounds like that's not.
I'll
the
just
case.
take it more often.
So my wife and I will make sure we supervise, but I think I will take him into the hospital and get him assessed, and then I think I will follow up with his provider as well.
Okay, yeah, I think so you don't need a list of resources since you already have somebody that you're working with. All right, so I'm just gonna have you sign on here that we talked about this, and then, you know, you and Ethan will leave, but I then will follow up with you to set up a re-entry meeting. So whatever the doctors and you decide, keep me posted, let me know, and then we'll set up a re-entry meeting.
You bet, I will.
And so I'll have you sign this form, and then the one underneath it is just a release of information, and they'll probably have you sign that at the hospital as well, but just so that we have your signature on file.
Yeah.
Yep, you can sign
Right there, perfect.
Here you go. Thank
All right,
you.
thank you.
All right. Ethan, I'll see you soon, okay? And we'll come up with a plan for when you return.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
Okay,
All right,
thanks.
thank you.
Thanks everybody for coming. Let's do quick introductions.
Lynette Johnson, Assistant Principal of Bismarck High School.
Okay, Julie Burke, Counselor. Ethan?
Ethan, student.
Okay.
And Ryan, Ethan's father.
Okay, thank you so much for coming. So, this is a re-entry meeting from the incident from last week. So what we'll do is we'll just go over kind of, we've talked on the phone, you've kept me updated on things that have been going on, so I appreciate that very much, thank you. And what we'll do now is just kind of go over the reentry, kind of what teachers might need to know, and then also work on a safety plan in case this should happen again, okay? So, just to recap, he was taken to the hospital, admitted to the hospital, and he stayed over the weekend, okay? And then was seen by Dr. Damon, and then referral for follow-up with 2 weeks for Dr. Damon, and you have that appointment set already?
Yep.
Okay, good. And then, is he seeing his counselor? Is there an appointment set up for that?
Yes. I
Okay.
think it is a week and a half, I think. It's right before Dr. Davis.
Okay, good. And then the release of information, we signed here, and then they also had signed, you also signed at the hospital too, so we can share any of that information if we need to. And back on medication, you are taking
Same
it?
meds that I previously was.
Okay.
I think it's like a Abilify or something like that.
Okay, any adjustment to that, like any adjustment in milligrams taken or?
Same.
Same?
I just need to take it consistently.
See, and that's
That
what
was
I think.
my
Yeah, you do.
mess.
My wife and I are just gonna monitor that to make sure he is taking it, because he's been prescribed it, but just, we thought he was taking it, he hadn't been, so we're making.
They've been
sure
checking my
that's-
mouth.
Okay, good, because I know you had said that your mom gives it to you every morning, but you just haven't been taking it, so, good.
Yep.
Good, all right, I'm glad that is a plan that you have in place. And then any additional information that we should be made aware of? I know you said you don't do much other than you kind of game and you don't go out, no substance abuse or anything like that, drugs or alcohol, self-harm.
I mean, like maybe 2 years ago I cut, but
Okay.
that's about it. I don't do drugs or any of that
Okay.
stuff.
Awesome, so now just kind of when you need to check in during the school day, if you need to check in, I mean, are you comfortable coming to see me?
Yeah,
Okay,
I will, yeah.
okay,
I'm
and
just
then
going on.
also, are you okay if I just do kind of random check-ins with you too?
Yeah, that's
Just to see
alright.
how it's going?
Yeah.
Okay, good. And then who do you want us to check, like if I do need to contact a parent or guardian, dad, mom, or dad, it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah, I like this guy better than my mom, so.
Well, there you go.
There we go.
All right, and is there anything specific that the teachers should know?
I mean, you can tell them I was in the hospital, I guess. Like, that doesn't matter. Like, everyone knows. I posted on Snapchat, so.
Okay, so you're comfortable with kind of with them knowing what the plan is and kind of
Yeah, it's cool.
where you are right now, okay, and then how much have you shared with your peer group? I know you said you had snapped out a few things.
Yeah,
Prior
people have been
and-
like texting me or snapping me to see how I was doing, and some people are saying crap, but I don't care about them.
Okay, do you reply, do you say anything back when they're talking crap or saying things?
No, I just kind of just ignore it.
Okay, that's good. Is there anything that would make you feel more supported at school that we're not currently doing?
No, I was fine. I just stopped taking my meds, so that was my biggest
Okay.
like mess up.
Okay.
But no, at school, like I feel like I'm fine.
Okay, so your workload, your classes, do you feel like you got behind in any of your classes?
I mean, I think I missed like an English test, so I probably just need to work on like getting that up with my English teacher. And I've been emailing them and like on Google Classroom and Learn BPS. I've been getting my assignments, so.
Okay,
And we do have tutoring available before school, at 7:30, and then also probably you may be assigned to tutoring the first 20 minutes of your lunch, so.
yeah, I know that's been a struggle for you to go to your assigned tutoring, so.
I just like a 50-minute
Sounds-
lunch.
Yeah.
And you'll get there once you, get caught up.
Okay, so we're gonna be watching that closely for you too, because we just want you to we don't want that to be another stressor, that you're failing your classes or getting behind, okay? So some of the other things, are you gonna continue going to art club?
Yeah, I haven't been there for like a month, but I like it, so
Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna maybe start trying to go to that
Good.
again.
Alright. And then we are doing some groups, once a week for 8 weeks. And would you be interested in doing a group?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know that the social worker at the hospital talked to you about like me getting plugged into like a social emotional group or something like that. She said at discharge. So yeah, I'm fine. She kind of talked to me about that.
I think that'd be great because I think you have some really good insight and perspective to add to the group. So we'll definitely get that on your schedule too. Okay.
Okay.
And then student support services as needed. I want you to come to me anytime you need to. You know the social worker. So if if I'm not available or if you'd rather see the social worker, that's always an option too. And then I'll just do some random check-ins with you if that's okay with you.
Okay.
All right. Anything that you think needs to be added?
I don't think so. I think that sounds like a pretty good plan.
Okay. So then let's just move on then to a safety plan. So really it's just kind of if this were to happen again, what are the triggers and kind of what we should do. So this last time the trigger was that you weren't taking your medication, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you were kind of doing poor in school and then just kind of everything started piling up and then you started having suicidal thoughts.
Yeah.
Okay. So then obviously the warning signs we look for will be, grades, if you're feeling sad, angry, just anything out of the ordinary, I guess, for you. And also just, at home, making sure that medication is being taken and watching you swallow it so that they know they're doing it. So some different coping strategies, activities that you can do to help yourself at school. I know you like your fidgets, so we always have those available for you. What else are some of the coping strategies we can put on your safety plan in case teachers, this will be shared with teachers as well.
Like I like drawing.
Okay.
And like the picture I drew, like that was me just expressing myself, like, I don't know. Like that's kind of just how I was feeling in the moment.
Okay.
So maybe instead of doing that, maybe I should just come like, talk to you or someone or.
But you can draw and journal and do those things too. But then I think we need to process it together. Sometimes when you turn them in or give them randomly to people, that can be kind of alarming for them and they're not really sure what to do. So
yeah,
I think it's good for you to do those things. Just making sure that you then follow up with someone and we can process kind of why you did it and what you were thinking at that time.
Music's helpful too, like listening to music.
Okay.
And like maybe just a place to go, like
Okay.
if I am like feeling overwhelmed. Like last week I just didn't I guess I could have came to you and I probably should have, but I don't know, like just a place to maybe go.
Yeah, and sometimes, in the moment, you're not thinking clearly, or it's your thoughts are being clouded by everything else that you're thinking. So that's why it's important for the teachers to know too, kind of like what are some things we should look for, and if you're noticing these things, some strategies that maybe you could try in class, and if you need to leave, where to go. Okay. Okay. So again, we will make a copy of the safety plan for the teachers. Let them know kind of, where you're at now upon re-entry. But I think other than that, are you comfortable with starting today and kind of going forward in each of your classes? You don't feel like you need to maybe?
No, if I have an issue, I'll just come talk to you or Mrs. Johnson and we'll, I guess, figure it out. Yeah. And I've been taking my meds. I've been feeling better since I've been on them, so.
Good. I think I can tell you're feeling better too. I like it. It's good to see you. Good to see you back. All right, Mr. Johnson, do you have any other questions?
No, I think
or
this sounds like a
concerns?
good plan and I appreciate you guys' time and supporting my son.
Okay.
And please reach out and let us know if there's any changes or anything that you see, even in the morning, if, hey, check for this, just to give us a heads up.
Yep.
Can I go to second period?
Yes. Okay.
Cool.
So the second period. Thank you, Mr. Johnson.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate it. Okay, Ethan,
This is where we
we'll
are.
talk soon.